Crush or Be Crushed. This is a 4-player robot party game, and you can play co-op or again fight your friends. There's a few maps for the co-op mode. There's a decent number for the versus mode. Noticeably there's a lot more for the versus mode. Yeah, it's like a mini robot version of Metal Warriors. That's what I really found from like the Super Nintendo days. So that brings you back a number of years. And the sounds are straightforward. They're kind of average. I can't really remember them. The graphics, they're unique with some like interesting robots and color schemes. Like there's a lot of yellow in this game, more than I can remember in most games. In particular, there's bullet upgrades that give your robot energy to shoot. Otherwise, you can't shoot. So once you run out of the bullets, you can't shoot. It's an interesting gimmick, I have to admit, but when you run out of bullets, you're defenseless, so it's kind of a bummer in that sense, but it does add an element of strategy, I have to admit. My first impression was the game plays like a lot like Towerfall Ascension, or the original Towerfall. So if you like that, you might like this. Try it out. It's got like a sci-fi twist to it, but with robots, and it's got simpler game mechanics. I think the robots are all the same. They look different. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a lot of platforming strategy involved with this game. It's actually far more meatier than at first. It seems like it's a very simple, straightforward party game, but once you play it, you're like, wow, the AI is tougher. AI is pretty tough, and you just have to learn to adapt and strategize. And if you don't, you'll lose really quickly. So you need to time your shots, and you need to observe the enemy bots, and if one is falling down, don't try and go and attack 5 of them at once, because wow, especially if you run out of bullets, like you're just a sitting duck, or in this case a sitting robot. Yeah, the enemy bots, as I said, they're intelligent enough to trigger the laser stage traps, which is surprising. Most games that I played, they will ignore traps, but wow, like if you're not paying attention, they will take you out, and with no mercy, no remorse. And yeah, these laser traps will kill you instantly if you happen to be in their path at the wrong time. Now, the cons is the AI may be way too smart for their own good. The game is quite challenging in training. I did a number of 5 to 10 rounds or so in training, and that was my fill. But I can see the potential of the party game atmosphere of this, just like running out of bullets and running to get laser beams and being chased. Like I can totally see how this game would be a blast to play with 4 players. But yeah, without having people for multiplayer, I feel like the training is also very limited if you mostly play your games 1 player only. So this strong emphasis on the multiplayer aspect of this. At $6.49, it seems to be like a forgotten party gem. I didn't see a lot of reviews on this game, and it's kind of a shame because it does something different while it's similar enough to something you've played before, and I don't get the chance to say that very often. This is really an interesting twist, so if you're looking for a different party game that plays something like what you've played before, but is fresh and doesn't seem to have gotten the attention it deserved, I definitely say check this out. Yeah, it needs more attention from people, and $6 isn't too bad if you're looking for a fun mini game, party game to tide you over for a brief period of time. I give it an 8 out of 10. As a 1-player game, you're not going to play it for long, but if you can get a few buds over, then it'll definitely be fun, and you can crush them. So keep on crushing them, keep on gaming. Bye.